Graad 10's, ek wil gou saam met julle deur 'n paar van hierdie gaan, and then I'm going to give you the memo for the rest of them. So let's start with the first one. It's called barium hydroxide. Okay, so die eerste stap wat julle moet doen is julle moet gaan kyk na wat is die twee ione waaruit hy bestaan. Hy bestaan uit 'n barium ion en hy bestaan uit 'n hidroksied ion. Now if you're there, you have to know where to get the charges. So barium we read from the periodic table. You'll find him, his atomic number is 56. He's in group 2. In other words, he has a natural charge of +2. Hydroxide is one of the ones that you have to study from your tables of anions, and there you will find that he has a charge of -1. So that means that they will bond 1 to 2. Now when you write them down, remember that because this is a polyatomic ion, you have to put it in brackets if you have more than one. So dan het ons barium hidroksied en twee van die hidroksiede, so ons sit hom in 'n hakie. Okay, next one is cobalt bromide. And they give you the charge for the cobalt. So kom ons kyk, cobalt, weet ons is CO, en hulle sê vir jou hy is 3+, and bromide is Br, and you get from the periodic table he's one of the halogens, so it has a charge of -1. Ander woorde, hy gaan bind 1 tot 3. Now we don't have any polyatomic ions here, so we won't need any brackets. So I just say it's 1 cobalt to 3 bromides. Goed. Dan kom ons by magnesium nitriet. So I say magnesium nitrite. Goed, so vir magnesium weet jy hy is Mg2+, because it's one of the alkali earth metals, so it has a charge of +2. And nitrite, it's the one with the least oxygens, so it's 2, and it has a charge of -1. Dan weet jy, dit beteken hulle gaan verbind 1 tot 2, and remember, here you have a polyatomic ion, and you need more than one of them. So you have to put it in a bracket, NO2, 2. Okay, then we get to ammonium phosphate. So, ammonium phosphate. Okay, ammonium we know is NH4+, and phosphate is PO4 3-. So om dit te balanseer, gaan hulle moet wees 3 tot 1. Now note that this is a polyatomic ion, a cation, and you need 3 of them. So it'll be NH4, 3 of those, and 1 phosphate, so I don't have to put it in a bracket. Okay. Goed, ons is daarom al op die volgende bladsy, so I'm going to go a bit quicker now. Iron 3 oxide means iron has a 3+ charge, and oxide from the periodic table has a 2- charge. So I have to do 2 to 3. I take them to a charge of 6, so in other words, no polyatomic iron, so I don't need any brackets at all. And if I times this one by 2, I get +6. If I times this one by 3, I get -6. So it balances out. Okay, this one, I want you to just note that peroxide always means 2 oxygens. So in other words, if I need 2 oxygens to bond there, it's going to be Na2O2. Don't worry about this one too much, but you should have heard about hydrogen peroxide. It's the one you use to bleach your hair. So this one works a bit differently, but just take note of that one for me, please. Okay, goed. Dan zinc, waterstofcarbonaat. These aren't one of the ones that you had to study, but you do need to be able to go look for it in your book for me, please. A zinc 3. And hydrogen carbonate. Basically, it's just a carbonate with a hydrogen added to it. And hy het 'n -1 lading. So ons is 1 tot 3. So when I write it, it has only 1 zinc And then because this is a polyatomic ion, I put it in a bracket and I put 3 outside. Okay, ons is allemaal amper klaar. Magnesium phosphate. So it's magnesium 2 plus from my periodic table. Phosphate is PO4 3 minus. So I have to bond them 3 to 2. Now this one isn't polyatomic, so it doesn't need a bracket. But the phosphate is polyatomic, so I put it in a bracket with a 2 outside. Okay. Calcium chloraat is lekker maklik. Calcium weet ons is 2 plus, chloor weet ons is 1 minus, so I like so. Oh no, that's chloride. Sorry guys. That's what happens when you are looking for shortcuts. Okay. So calcium weet ons van my periodieke tabel af is 2 plus. En chloraat I think that might have been a spelling mistake. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. Chloraat is Cl O3 minus. Okay, so then they bond 1 to 2, and because this is polyatomic, I'm going to put it in a bracket. Ca, one of them, and then ClO3, the two of them. Okay, en die laaste een is mangaanoksied. So for the manganese, we know that the charge is positive 7. So it's Mn7 plus. Oxide is O2 minus. So to balance them, we have to take them to 14. So you're going to have 2 of these and 7 of those. So you'll have Mn2O7. Okay, goed, gaan werk weer rustig deur die video en dan gaan ons môre aangaan met die volgende hoofstuk se werk.